Hello YouTubers, and today I'd like to discuss with you an experience that I had. It was, had a dream, and it was very vivid, and I dreamed about the Illuminati and mind control, and I don't know, maybe could have been just my subconscious working, or what, but I don't know, you decide. Um, well, I had a revelation about what exactly the Illuminati is. It's a lot darker and a lot more sinister than I could even imagine. It is an organization that it really is a secret, it is a secret, quote unquote secret society, but not what you may think. You know how they've been talking about reptoids and reptilians creatures? They exist. They really do exist. And this reptilian race, that David Icke talks about, not only do they exist, but they control the human race. We are not the top of the food chain. We are not in the biological and social hierarchy. We are a subspecies. They are the master race. You see, what happened was, how they tell you in the history books 65 million years ago, dinosaurs went extinct. They were destroyed by an asteroid. Wasn't true. They weren't destroyed by an asteroid. That is a farce. That's meant to cover up what really did happen. This vision that I had, this dream that I had, it was so vivid and detailed that I don't know if I can doubt it, because I don't know. It's just something about the dream I had was, it seemed there were so many things that were revealed to me that I don't know if I can discount them. The bloodlines, how presidents, all the presidents have a similar blood type. They're they're all in the same lineage of families. They're reptilian families, okay? The reptilians creatures, they're underground. They don't, well, they rise up to the surface, true, but there's a whole history to this, okay? 65 million years ago, the dinosaurs didn't go extinct. Alright? There was a war on Earth. There was a war between the reptilian race and the Pleadians. Part of our DNA comes from the Pleadians. Pleadians are actually benign and good-natured, and they mean well for our race. They don't want to harm us. They're protecting us from the reptilians. Okay? That's the truth. That's what really it is about. And we are part of our DNA. Us, okay? Us creatures, what you consider, Caucasian males, whatever race, blacks, whites, whatever, Latino, whatever, you and I, okay? We are a Palladian DNA. We have Palladian DNA. We're crossed with the apes, okay? Why do you think there's monkeys that exist? Like monkeys that didn't evolve today. Some monkeys didn't evolve because those monkeys were not crossed with the DNA of the Palladians. So that's kind of like the ones that weren't, and they haven't, that's what we would have been. We would have been just those monkeys, okay? it wasn't for the Pleadians to intervene and cross our DNA with theirs. They did this to ensure our survival and our evolution. They sped up our evolution so that we can combat the reptoids. The reptoids, as you know, you may have figured out, the velociraptors evolved. Those dinosaurs evolved and became more advanced. And they eventually became bipedal, walked upright, became kind of like us. Their minds expanded, and they domesticated the other dinosaurs, and eventually killed them all because they were inferior. And that's really what happened. Okay? Why don't they just take us over? They made a pact, an agreement, okay, with the Pleadians, and it's been an ongoing thing that they do control us, but in a subversive way. The wars that are fought, War I, World War II, that's all a smokescreen. It's a smokescreen. It's a lie. You know, like Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was a reptilian. Okay, he had a reptilian bloodline. See, some of the reptilians crossed with ape, and they are considered the elite ones, the entitled ones. Okay, that's what happened. Whether you know, this is something that a vision that I had experienced, and I don't know if I question it or not, but you weigh the facts and you make your own assumptions. This whole time it was this revelation that I had wasn't just from, you know, it wasn't just my mind, but I felt that I had a connection with an actual Pleadian that was giving me this information. It was giving me this information. Quiet, dogs, quiet. Shh. Anyway, that's what I feel may be the real history. And your politicians that we all vote for, they're nothing more. This is all a smokescreen, okay? Holocaust, this is all, you know, the Holocaust was real, okay? But they weren't, you know, they may have been burned, you know, Jews were killed, yes, but they were sacrificed. The reptoids ate them, okay? It was a feast. They like bloodshed. They like war. They are a very hostile, aggressive species. The only reason they choose not to present themselves upon us is because of the Pleadians. There'll be a war between the Pleadians and the Reptoids, and they know the Pleadians are more advanced than them technologically, and they would destroy them. But also our planet would be destroyed in the process. So it's kind of like a game of chess. So you may think I'm insane, but you think about it. Just consider it for once, and everything that I'm saying, you make your own conclusion. But I did in fact have I feel like I had some kind of connection with another Pleadian when I was dreaming. I don't know. So maybe they're trying to communicate with me, and by communicating with me, they want to educate the masses, enlighten the masses, so that we all know the truth and what is really going on, the whole masquerade. So yeah, wars that are afoot, they aren't real. Okay, all the wars that are afoot, they're not real. Okay, soldiers. Some soldiers are. It's kind of like a. They got a hat and they pick out of a hat who's going to die, who's going to live, and those that die get fed to the reptiles, the reptoids. They eat them, and that's how it's been. That's how children disappear every day. Gotta start questioning these things. Kidnappings, missing children, right? Everything that David Icke did say is true. Okay, it's just a matter of your, accepting and listening, and then not letting, your preconceived notions blur your judgment. Okay, so that's the experience that I had, and there's going to be a revolution coming. Trump as president now. This is the beginnings of the end, as we call the end times, Revelation. It's going to happen very soon. He's going to get sick or something. There's going to be some kind of reasoning why he's not going to finish out his presidency, and Pence is going to take his role. Once Pence takes his role, that's when hell on earth is going to begin. The reigning of terror on the earth. It's going to be a full-out war. They are the reptilians. They've wanted to war with us. They want to eat us and destroy us. And there's going to be a war between them, the reptilians, and us. It's coming very soon. But the reason why, quote unquote, angels in the Bible talks about angels. The angels are the Pleadians. The Pleadians are like they're white skinned, and they have wings. They can fly, and they look a lot like what we consider an angel. So that's a Pleadian. And the Bible interprets them as angels. Okay? Because they have powers, and they do. They have telepathic powers. They can communicate with our minds. They can influence us that way. They're a lot more advanced than us technologically. I'd say 60,000 years ahead of us. They're quite advanced. But when the war begins, it's going to start the end of times. So, you guys, we all have to be prepared for it. I suggest that you start rationing and start to purchase bottled water and natural resources, batteries, flashlights, because it's going to become, we're going to have to be thinking about our survival. And the world's going to collapse as we know it. It's going to be all out pandemonium and terror. And these reptiles are going to come to the surface and they're going to try to kill us, eat us. Okay? We've tried to negotiate with them. The politicians have. Some of the good, quote unquote, good politicians have. They know about it. Okay? But you gotta ask yourself this question: if I'm so crazy, how come all presidents have similar blood type and similar lineage? How come they're all connected? It's because they have the reptilian blood. That's the only reason. Okay? They want supremacy over the planet. There was a negotiation with the Pleadians that they would not destroy us in exchange for dominance over our world. They dominate. They control our society. Our social structure is controlled by these reptiles, these reptilians. The monetary system controlled by the reptilians. Okay? there's a lot of other secrets that only higher elect Illuminati know. Okay, they're not just called the Illuminati. They're all they go by other names. They do. They go by other names, but just for sake of making it easy, I'm just going to call them the Illuminati. This video may be banned, so I want every American, or even other not just Americans, Europeans, the whole world, start rationing out your foods, your resources. Have backup batteries, have extra bottled water, extra canned foods. Canned foods are going to be really crucial in this time period. You gotta have things that are necessary for survival, because the economy is going to collapse. It's going to be complete chaos. There's going to be looting and terror and violence like you've never seen. We're at the beginning of it. Trump is not going to last as a president much longer. He's going to have some health issues. Okay, this is what I had. This is what I dreamed. He's going to have some health issues. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Okay, he's going to have complications, and Pence is going to take over in office. He is the reptilian that wants to, begin this. Okay, it's going to start, maybe it might start with the RFID chips implanted into us, the mark of the beast. They want to brand us, okay, and the branding of us makes it easy. It's a system for them, who are they going to eat, who are they going to destroy, and who are they going to, keep alive. Okay, who's going to hold the mark of the beast? That's how it's gonna begin. The beginning of the end. So your Bible is very accurate in these. The reason why your Bible is so accurate is because it's all been planned out. There's been a time, your deacons, your clergy, they all know this. Okay, the church knows this. Okay, they know when, they know how, they know all these things. They're prepared for it. They know what's going to happen. They know. Okay. So I'm telling you now, you need to start preparing. I don't take this lightly. I take this very seriously. You may not want to believe it. You may discredit me. You may think I'm a crazy lunatic. But those that don't see it that way, think maybe there's some kind of credence to this. Please start rationing your food sources and find, safe havens even. So, beginnings of the end, people. There's going to be an economic collapse. It's going to start with our gas, the oil, the gas. It's going to rise in price, and there's going to be some crazy things going on. North Korea, this is all beginnings of the end. Thank you for listening to my video, and I hope that you take this seriously. Thank you.